Have you ever faced a performance where your sheet music just couldn't keep up, or you forgot a tricky passage mid-song? Memorizing music is one of the most valuable skills a musician can master. It boosts confidence, improves interpretation, and allows you to connect with your audience on a deeper level. The good news, with the right strategies, anyone can memorize music efficiently and retain it long term. Welcome to HowExpert Tip of the Day, where we bring you real-world tips from our How to guides on all topics from A to Z. If you want to learn even more in-depth strategies, examples, and techniques on this topic, check out HowExpert Guide to Music Memorization, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes& Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. Music memorization is not just about rote repetition. It's a combination of mental mapping, muscle memory, and understanding. In this video, you'll learn 7 actionable steps to memorize music faster, more reliably, and with less stress. Step number 1, analyze the structure of the piece. Before you play a single note, take time to study the piece. Break it into sections, phrases, motifs, or movements. Notice key changes, rhythmic patterns, and recurring themes. Understanding the architecture of the music creates a mental map, so you'll always know where you are, even if memory falters. For example, recognizing a recurring theme in a Beethoven sonata helps your brain predict what comes next. Think of it as reading a roadmap before starting a journey. Preparation makes the trip smoother. Step number 2, start slow and section by section. Don't try to memorize the entire piece at once. That's overwhelming and inefficient. Focus on one section at a time, repeating it slowly and deliberately. Practice small segments until you can play them flawlessly without looking at the music. Then, connect sections together gradually. For instance, if a section is 8 measures long, master it first, then add the next 8 measures, and so on. Slow, intentional practice builds strong memory foundations. Step number 3, use multiple memory pathways. Memory works best when you engage several pathways at once. Visual. Picture the sheet music or imagine the keyboard or fingerboard. Auditory, sing or hum the notes as you play. Kinesthetic. Focus on the feel of your fingers, bow, or breath. By combining sight, sound, and touch, your brain has multiple cues to recall the music, making memory more reliable. For example, pianists often visualize the keyboard layout while mentally hearing the melody. This triple approach strengthens recall. Step number 4, practice hands separately if applicable. For instruments like piano or guitar, practicing hands separately can dramatically improve memorization. By isolating each hand, you can focus on fingerings, phrasing, and patterns without overloading your memory. Once each hand is secure, combine them slowly. Many professional pianists use this technique to tackle challenging passages, ensuring they internalize every movement before integrating it. Patience here pays off in performance security. Step number 5, use repetition with variation. Repetition is essential, but repetitive practice can become dull and less effective. Vary the tempo, dynamics, articulation, or even start at different points in the piece. This challenges your brain to rely on understanding, not just muscle memory. For instance, practicing a tricky passage backwards or in different rhythmic patterns reinforces memory and builds flexibility. The more ways you approach a section, the more secure it becomes in your mind. Step number 6, incorporate mental practice. Mental practice. Visualizing yourself playing without the instrument is one of the most powerful tools for memorization. Close your eyes and see your fingers moving, hear the music, and feel the tempo and dynamics. Studies show that mental rehearsal activates the same brain regions as physical practice, strengthening neural pathways. Even 5 to 10 minutes of focused mental practice per day can dramatically increase recall. Pair this with physical practice for maximum effect. Step number 7, test yourself and perform regularly. The ultimate test of memorization is performance. Play the piece without looking at the sheet music, even if it's just for yourself. Simulate performance conditions. Stand, sit, or use the instrument as you would in a recital. Record yourself or play for a friend to identify weak points. The more you test your memory in real conditions, the stronger it becomes. Over time, playing from memory will feel natural and freeing, allowing you to focus on musical expression instead of notes. Here's a simple routine you can try. Minutes 1 to 5, analyze and visualize the section. Minutes 6 to 10, play slowly, hands separate if applicable. Minutes 11 to 15, play hands together with dynamic variation. Minutes 16 to 20, mental rehearsal without the instrument. Even a short focus session like this daily will build long-term memory. Consistency is more important than duration. Small, intentional practice beats long, distracted sessions every time. HowExpert Tip: link notes to emotion and story. Memorization improves when music has meaning. Assign emotional cues, imagery, or a story to each section. For example, imagine a melody representing a sunrise or a rhythm as footsteps on a path. Your brain remembers feelings and stories better than abstract notes alone. Emotional connection makes memorization faster, more secure, and infinitely more expressive. When you follow these steps, memorizing music becomes less stressful and far more effective. You'll gain confidence, freedom, and control over your instrument. Most importantly, you'll connect more deeply with the music, letting your interpretation shine and your audience feel every note. Your challenge: this week, pick one short piece or difficult passage. Apply all 7 steps. Analyze, section it, engage multiple memory pathways, practice hands separately, vary repetitions, rehearse mentally, and test yourself. Notice how much faster and easier it becomes to recall the music without looking at the score. For even more tips, techniques, and practical examples on this topic, check out HowExpert Guide to Music Memorization, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes & Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. HowExpert publishes how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. Visit howexpert.com to learn more.